Huh, Mama? I got you. I don't know if that's it or not. She kind of... Good job, Mama. The two newest additions. Aren't we the ones? Guys, this is little Abigail, and her little joints right here, I think because she's very long-legged, they've kind of been a little stiff for her, and so she's trying to figure out how to keep her feet straightened out. Sometimes that can happen because of being inbred, but they're not inbred. So what the deal is here is they're just stiff, where she had to keep them all crinkled up while she was in the birth, in her mama's womb. And I think that's all it is. Sometimes it can also be a vitamin A or an E deficiency, a celium, which is part of the celium as well. But I don't think that's it either. I'm actually going to give her a little bit of celium just to be on the safe side, because it won't hurt her if I do. But I really don't think that is. I think her little joints was just stiff, but she's actually already gotten better. I usually wait a couple days if anything like that happens and see. And she's already done better, but I think I'm still going to put a little brace on her just to kind of encourage her to get to jump around a little better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper towel roll, as you see here, measure it out about, in her case it's going to be about like that. I want to make it long enough where it will wrap around her little leg like that. I want to leave it a little longer just because I'm going to put gauze underneath that first. I need to make me another one because I'm going to go ahead and do both legs, even though one of them don't seem to be as bad as the other. Probably still better to do both. I'll just measure this with this. Now you can, I'm going to take some gauze. That's what I'm going to use. And wrap her little leg a little bit with this. A couple strips of this. This is the perfect size, just to keep it soft on her little leg. Go ahead and take me off a couple pieces of tape. And you can use any kind of tape. Duct tape is actually what I like to use to do this with, but I don't have it right now, which I do have some, but this was with my gauze and I just grabbed it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut me off a piece or two of this, just to hold it down to get me started. Stick it up here. Yes, little Abigail. Her sweet. She got the blue eyes. Her sissy here. This is little Miss. Oh, her pooper's already getting better. Good. This is little Miss Isabel. These girls are going to be keepers. We decided we're keeping them. Now, she had a little bit of diarrhea yesterday and a little this morning already. But I think it's because they were born on one of the hottest days of the year. And I think it's just all that. And I've done this before, and some of you may have heard me mention. I went ahead and brought it out here. I made some tea last night before I went to bed. I let it soak of blackberry leaves. and just made a tea out of it. I put just a very little pinch of salt in it just to give them a little bit of minerals, because especially if they're dehydrated because of all the heat. You know, Mama's milk is coming down good and everything, but at the same time she's a little tender from, you know, not being sucked for a while and stuff. But I gave her this morning probably a tablespoon's worth of this, and this afternoon I'm going to give her another tablespoon's worth. But I know this is going to be a little graphic. Now imagine this being watery this morning. See, that's what she just pooped. See, it's sticking. So she's already a better. I tell you, I really, really, really believe in this blackberry tea for diarrhea. That goes with humans or animals, either one. All right, now I want to take it a little. See, this is what she's done. She's kind of walks a little down like that, to where her foot ain't. That knuckle right there needs to be coming out a little more. I'm going to wrap her little leg with this. I'm glad she's such a sweet girl. You're such a sweet girl, ain't you, Abigail? Or, yeah, Abigail. Little Miss Abigail, sweet girl. She's like, I don't care what you do. And then this here will just kind of be a little more of a brace. Don't put it too tight, but put it tight enough to where it will kind of help hold it. Now, this is the part that you really would need the duct tape, because this cardboard, I'm probably going to have to go get it, because that cardboard don't like to hold with stuff like that. It's good. And I'm going to wrap both of her legs, and I will get back just to save time on the camera here. But you guys pretty well seen what I did. So there she is, all wrapped up. I'll see if I can get her to walk around a little bit for the first time, and let you see how she does. How's that, Abigail? You gonna walk in them? You gonna walk for me? See how straight her legs are now? That little knuckle just needed a little bit of help. I'll leave that on there for 2 or 3 days, and I'll take it off and see how she's doing, which she should be fine. No issues. Look at that. What are you doing, Isabel? She's gonna be a little turkey, I can tell.